Okay, Aries, this is a reading for you, and this is going to be for the month of May. Now, maybe you won't see it in May. You may see it a month later. You may see it years later. When this video comes to you, that's when you can take something away from it. That's when it's meant for you to see it. So, don't worry so much on the date. Because the readings truly are timeless. When you see them is when, you could take something away from them. And if you like the content I create, please do consider following. I would truly appreciate that. And, yeah, and I like doing all kinds of things. So, the channel does have a lot of baking. And, I'm wanting to get back into making products and skincare, my skincare products. And, oh, I love herbs and I love plants. So, if you see other stuff like that on there, that's just a part of my life. I have many hobbies and passions, and yeah, but yeah, I want to do this reading for you. And before I was meditating, and Aries, what I got for you, actually, I had a song come to me, and it is What You Need. That's the name. I don't know who sings it, but the name is What You Need. So I don't know who that's for. I want to say it was like, seems like it was a name that started with a B or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if it was Brent or Brandon or something that sang that song. But it's What You Need. And I feel like that you really need to make sure that you drink a lot of water. Take care of yourself. Get, the rest that you need. That's very important. Take your vitamins. So it feels like that's very important for everyone right now. I'm trying to get a lot of my water in me every day, and trying to take vitamins and eat better and get rest. Okay. I want to use the Spring Tarot deck for you, and we're just going to go with it and see what we get. Okay. Okay, for Aries. What does Aries need to know for the month of May? Thank you, Spirit. Month of May for Aries. Month of May for Aries. Thank you, Spirit, for the Aries, the month of May. Okay. Okay, we got the Four of Swords. And I want you to look. The spider is weaving her web. Now, I feel like at the beginning of the month, do be careful that you don't get caught up in anyone's weaving of their webs. Don't get caught up in other people's drama. Don't allow yourself to be brought into people's drama. You could find yourself stuck in the middle of their web that they're weaving, Yeah, and it doesn't feel good, so don't do that. Okay, moving on through the month, you've got the Star card. So I feel like that things are going to start balancing out for you. Things may have been rather chaotic this past months or even the past year. It's almost like things being up in the air, not knowing, what's what, having some things that you just didn't know the truth about. I feel like, with this Star card here, things are going to start balancing out for you. It's also a wish card. So, something you have wished for in the past may be going to come true. Keep a positive outlook for that. But we also have the Ace of Swords right here next to it, if you'll take a notice. Right there beside of it. Now, that Ace of Swords, if you'll look, the Cobra, see there? And he's about to get whipped. This feels like that you're going to have some truths come at you. They're going to come at you hard. This is, possibly secrets that's been kept. And I feel like you're going to be very defensive. It's going to put you on the offense. Feeling like, possibly like you're being attacked, but I feel like you need to take it with grace. You don't need to explode. You don't need to blow up. You need to take it with grace, because it is showing you something you've been wanting to know all along. You're going to see some truths. And it could also have to do with these webs that's been laid out, you know, and the drama that's been going on. We've got the Two of Swords here. I feel like it's here because, you know, you got a choice there. You got two pathways as well. But it also feels like you have a choice between how you react to what you're being shown. You know, the sword of truth is going to show you the truth about something. And I feel like choosing the sloth, not overreacting, reacting slowly, not overreacting, you can avoid a lot of drama because I feel like it's going to come at you. Seven of Wands. Now, if you look, the blackbirds are coming after the hawk. They're coming after the hawk. Now, I feel like that, you know, you need to take whatever's coming at you with grace. Because you're finding out something and it's going to make a difference in the long run, it feels like. That's the 7 card, by the way, and that's the 17. That there, to me, feels very, very spiritual. So I feel like the angels are with you. And by you being shown what you're going to be shown, it is something that's supposed to take place. You need to see it. It may change things for you in your life, but it's not going to be in a bad manner. It may not seem wonderful at the moment, but it's going to help you in the long run. You got the 9 of Pentacles here. The 9 of Pentacles right next to the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, abundance. You know, abundance can be many different things. It's not always about money. But if you'll look at the praying mantis. Looks very happy, you know. Found the perfect flower, looks very happy. So, this is a feeling like whatever the light is shed on for you, it's going to make a difference for you. And I feel like it's going to open up these pathways, you know. It's like we have the Fool here. The Fool can be taking a leap of faith. Do you see? The mountain goat's taking a leap of faith. That he will reach the other side. And then we have the 7 of Cups, and yeah, the mushrooms. Are they poisonous? Are they not? So, even though it feels like that you're learning a lot, there's going to be some things that you don't know if you can trust. You're not sure. You're not sure. And it, you know, it may be hard. Okay, can you clarify our 7 of Cups? They wanted to throw that one out. They wanted to throw, okay. Dang. Do you see what they wanted to throw out? Do you see it? Do you see how? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 7 of Cups. You see that? You're going to have lots of choices. You're going to have lots of choices. Here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. Are they good for you or are they not? Choose wisely. There you go. Choose wisely. Any more on that? The World. So, new starts, new beginnings. You know, having everything at your fingertips, you just got to choose wisely. Oh, yeah. 4 of Wands. Home, family, life. Choosing wisely. You just have to choose wisely. Do be aware that some choices may be attached to toxic things. So choose wisely going forward. It's going to make all the difference. Don't choose the wrong thing. Okay. So it looks like, you know, we start out in this feeling very dramatic, and if you'll just hold back, don't allow anyone to put you in that spot, things will start to kind of level out. And then it feels like, you know, go get some truths come at you, and it may put you up in the air. But, you know, you're watching this. So if you're watching this, then you're going to be ready, and you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to get up in the air. I'm going to hold my temper, and I'm going to be the sloth. I'm going to be slow to, you know, because even though it'll feel like you're being attacked, you're not going to allow that to bother you, because you're in your mode. You're going to be thinking about you and what you're trying to achieve. That's the way you do it. Okay, let's get you one of the extra cards of the Spring Tarot deck. Let's get you one. Okay. May I please have... Oh, they wanted to throw that one out. They really did, but they didn't throw it out, so I won't take it. May I have the card for Aries? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. You got Nightmare. Okay. Now, as you know, that's number 10 card. 10s are about endings. What happens after an ending? A new beginning. So getting through something. And, you know, nightmares can often be, well, you may be having nightmares. That may be why this has came out. But they can often be about, you know, things that you are dealing with, you know, and how you react, how you handle it. Let me read to you the definition. That's about what I have on that. A frightening dream that usually awakens the sleeper. An evil spirit formerly thought to oppress people during sleep. Something such as an experience, situation, or object, having the monstrous character of a nightmare, or producing a feeling of anxiety or terror. So you may be dealing with something such as that. A situation that just feels bigger than you are. Yeah. Okay. So I want to take you a chakra card. Yeah, because, you know, I feel like it's important. And, okay, let's see what we get for my Aries. For all my Aries out there. Take you one of those, and I want to get you one of these chakra cards as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got orange. Strength. Oh my goodness. See, you've got strength with you. You've got the strength to get through what you're going through and what you've been through, because it may have to do with grief. So you may have been through a lot. Now, that is the heart chakra. I'm trying to think. Orange. Orange is the sacral chakra. And orange is learn to observe your emotions. Green is the heart chakra. And that is discover the wisdom of the heart. Okay, let's start with the heart chakra. It's first in my book. The heart chakra is the fourth primary energy center, symbolizing love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, located in the center of the chest. It bridges the lower physical chakras with higher spiritual ones, governing emotional balance, self-love, and connections to others. Color and element green, sometimes pink and air. Balanced state, feeling joyful, compassionate, forgiving, and open-hearted. Okay. Imbalanced state, experiencing fear, hatred, jealousy, codependency, or difficulty loving oneself. Usage examples and healing practices. Yoga poses, heart-opening poses like camel pose, cobra pose, fish pose, to help release chest tension. Meditation and affirmations focusing on the color green. Practicing loving kindness. Meditation or repeating affirmations like I am open to giving and receiving love. Breathing exercises. Since the element is air, deep breathing exercises help stimulate this area. Chanting the seed mantra, yum, yum, yum. Emotional cultivation, journaling about gratitude and forgiveness. Practices and spending time in nature can be very, very, very beneficial to you. Okay, sacral chakra. Sacral chakra. Okay, let me get to it. Okay, sacral chakra is the second primary energy center located in the lower abdominal pelvis, governing creativity, sexuality, pleasure, emotions, and relationships associated with the color orange and the water element. It focuses on emotional flow, passion, and joy. Usage examples include fostering creative expression, improving intimate connections, emotional healing, and embracing pleasure. Signs of balance. Feeling creative, emotionally stable, sexually satisfied, and joyful. Signs of imbalance. Emotional instability, lack of creativity, guilt, fear of change, sexual dysfunction. Healing practices. Journaling about emotions, dancing, yoga pose that opens the hips, and connecting with water also helps. Usage examples and functions. Creativity, passion, engaging in hobbies, art, or projects that bring you joy. Emotional processing, allowing oneself to feel emotions without judgment, releasing guilt. Intimacy and relationships, building healthy, passionate, and secure connections. Sensual pleasure, enjoying life through the senses, such as enjoying art, music, and nature. Flexibility and movement, promoting a go-with-the-flow attitude is very important. So, that is what we've got. And it may benefit you to eat green and orange vegetables and fruits at this time. And like I said, drink your water. Get plenty of water. And do watch what's put into your water. Also, watching what goes into the food that you buy. I mean, they put so much stuff. There's so many dyes in the food now. There's so many things that can affect you. And you don't even realize it. Plenty of the foods that we buy are, very processed. And that's not so good for us. Then a lot of them have bioengineered stuff in them. What is that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, let's get you a spirit animal card to go with you through the month of May. A spirit animal for my Aries is out there. What is the spirit animal that Aries needs going through the month of May? Oops. Oh my goodness, you got owl. Wow, magic. So the owl will be with you. The owl will, the owl sees. The owl, they can see things that maybe you're not seeing. You know what I'm saying? You seem to be surrounded by secrets. Maybe that owl is going to be there with you. Maybe you're seeing owls. Wow, maybe you're hearing owls. Okay, owl magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Okay, so I done told you there's a secret you're going to learn. And you need to be open to knowing it. You need to be open to learning it. Be open to it because it feels like for some of you, you're going to want to turn a blind eye to it, Okay, open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Beautiful. That's awesome to go with this reading for you too. Let's get you an angel message for the month of May for my Aries is out there. Eight of emotion. Okay. You feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life, in your heart. You know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. Let's get you a Crystal Oracle card. Okay. for Aries. You got Dolomite. Beautiful. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. And that's the way this feels. That's exactly how this feels. How you react is what is going to make this what it is. So, yeah. Keep a positive mindset. Don't allow anyone to take that away from you. Get you another angel message. You got Ray. And I'm drawn to how the light is coming in. Do you see that? So I feel like you are going to be getting lots of messages from Spirit. Spirit showing you things. And you need to be open to it. Open to receiving it. It could come through dreams. Even possibly nightmarish dreams. Or they may seem that way to you. Yoga and exercise are essential to your... Oh my goodness. Somebody has a lot of healing needs to be done. Okay. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. And you may benefit from doing some meditations like, we talked about earlier when I was doing the chakras. You can do those on your own, or you can look them up on YouTube, guided meditations for clearing the chakras. Or simply just get yourself in a quiet space. You can either sit doing this or you can lie down, close your eyes, clear yourself, try to be in a place where it's not so loud and noisy. And then picture light coming from the ceiling or from, the sky into the top of your crown, your head. And that light going through your body and clearing out anything that doesn't belong, any negativity, any blockages, and just breathe them out. Let's get you a Moonology card for Aries. Moonology card for Aries. Okay, nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Let's get you an affirmation. Now, personally, I like to speak my affirmations 3 times. I'm going to only speak it once this time because this video is already going to be so long, this reading is. But you can speak it 1 time, you can speak it 3 times, you can speak it 6 times, 9 times. Different people do those. I'm going to show it to you, and you can write it down so that you're able to speak it whenever. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Now you can write it down, and then you're able to speak it when you want to. Now, many people are into or on their, on their twin flame journey. So, if you are, then this is going to be about the twin flame. If you're not, it could very well just play into your relationship or if you're wanting a relationship life, a romantic life. If not, if you're not wanting anything like that, stay to the end because I'm going to pull a big gemstone oracle card. So, for twin flame for Aries, twin flame card for Aries, please. Ooh, we got passion. So, insane chemistry. Like each other equally, having fun. This person may be in your life or they may be coming into your life. They still could be out there. They still could be out there, and you could possibly be feeling them and they're feeling you. There's an energetic link between twin flames. Okay, we got you 2. Okay. Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. So, You may not have this person in your life. If you don't, whenever you meet them, it's going to be insane chemistry, because if it's your twin flame, and if it's the time for you to come together, wow, And then we have here difficulties. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So do make sure that other people are not involved in, what you're trying to do in your own relationships, because they can cause problems. Okay, let's get you one of these. Addiction. Codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Now, if that's you, you need to deal with that, and if it's not you and it's your twin flame, oof, yeah. We got this one. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So if you're holding on to something old, let it go. And if that is your twin flame and they're running wild and they're a runner, don't chase them. Just do you. Do your life. When the time is right, if it is right, they'll come. If, not, you want to be happy. You want to have a happiness in your life. So yeah, surrender that obstacle. Okay, let's get a romance angel card for y'all. This doesn't have to be twin flame, like I said. None of these do. Okay, they threw it out for you. We got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So someone may be, and if that's not engagement, it could be telling people that you're going exclusive. You've got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or it could be actually moving in together, or it could be taking something to a new level. It doesn't have to be actual engagement. Now, time for our big crystal oracle card. Okay, gemstone oracle card for Aries. We got watermelon tourmaline. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, okay, watermelon tourmaline. It's actually number 44 on here. So that may have some synchronicity. You may want to look up 44 angel number. Okay, return to paradise and the place of perfect balance within you. So it's about finding yourself, being with yourself. Oftentimes, too, from what I've read, once you are in one with yourself, that's when your twin can come in. It's kind of like loving yourself and being okay with them not being in your life. But that doesn't have to be about twin flame. So, yeah. But that's what I've got for you. And, I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do follow. Till next time, I love y'all. Bye.